killing a cockroach. Ew, gross. Well, I have the power washer out. Might as well rinse off the siding and the porch because it's dirty. I do that periodically. Just makes me feel cleaner. That sucker has been following me all around the store. He's doing his own thing, but he's in the same place as me a lot. Picking up some pavers and some sand to redo the sidewalk in the backyard. They're back. Now that the air conditioner has been rinsed out really well, I want to provide some kind of a shade. Some people have like a little roof over their air conditioner to keep the sun off of it, to keep it cooler or whatever. I don't know if that helps, but I thought it might help. Here was my idea. This is the air conditioner. I bought some pipes and some elbows, the corner pieces, like this. I was thinking of fabricating a taller one and a shorter one and hanging a tarp in between. But then I thought, if I have to have it recharged or something, this part here's in the ground and that won't work because it'll be in the way. So then I thought of the better idea. Return the elbows and pipes and get 2 shepherd crooks. Put grommets in the tarp. And then these can be knocked into the ground like tent pegs. If it's at a right and good enough angle, it'll shade this. Because on this side, over here, there's a lot of trees. So by the time the sun gets up over here, this is in the shade. But in the morning, this is in full sun. I don't know. It's an idea, but I'm going to return the pipes and elbows anyway. I can always use the shepherd crooks to hang bird feeders or things from. Yesterday my brother helped me rinse out the AC, helped me with the cover and all that because I didn't know how to do it. And I said, well, what do I owe you? And he said, a coffee cake. Oh no, I haven't seen it since I took it out of the oven to cool. It wasn't quite done in the middle. But the rest of it's okay. I'll just dig it out, put it in pieces. He won't know much difference. Okay, we're going to assemble dinner. I have some farfalla, bow tie, or butterfly is farfalla. It's bow tie pasta, as Americans know it. Sticky. Then I have some pickles. I'll eat those as a snack, but the chicken, the little fried chicken pieces, it's easier for me to prepare it ahead of time and cut it up into pieces. That way I don't need a knife, I just need a fork wherever I eat it. That's called lazy. A little bit left of my homemade pasta sauce, which I'll put on here. Come on. It's gonna be difficult, eh? What? Oh, it's terrible. I never get fed. I'm starving to death. I'm just all this fat you see in my body. Hey, it's an illusion. I'm starving. Oh, yeah. You know you'll get some. I always share with you. You know that. Yes, I know. Supper! Want some chicken? Well, come and eat it. I think the shade over the air conditioner will work. I got this tarp, and there was no price on it yesterday when I bought it. And the girl waited. We were waiting and waiting and waiting for a call back from the paint department. No one ever called back, so she gave it to me for nothing. It's about $6. Today I was going to get a lot more done earlier, but when I sat and was eating my toast at breakfast, on the television it says special report at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is 8 o'clock in the morning here. They were going to have some kind of testimony with the late, well, he's not dead, but he was the head of the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. There were 3 or 4. There was a guy from Oklahoma, I think he was Republican, and let's see, Roy Blunt was Republican. I think they had 1 Democrat, but I don't remember what state, and then they had the independent guy on the East Coast asking him a bunch of questions. And some things he could not answer because it would open up more information on other things that are classified. So he's told the judge, I can tell you in closed quarters, but I can't tell you in the public here on TV. So that was okay. So he talked, and then that was over with, and I thought, what's going to happen next? And a couple hours later, or maybe it was an hour later, President Trump's lawyer took the podium, and he had something to say, about 5 minutes long. And personally, it sounded to me like a 12-year-old wrote it. I highly think that President Trump wrote it, but this guy added in a couple big words like surreptitiously. And I'm thinking, this sounds, except for those 2 big words that the guy used, so I call them $5 words, the kind you have to run to the dictionary to find what they are. Except for those 2 $5 words, it sounded like a 12-year-old wrote it. And it just sounded to me like the kid on the playground that was caught pushing people down or something, and like, oh no, he said this, and no I didn't, yes you did, no I didn't, yes you did. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, people were not 8 years old anymore. You guys are grown-ups, and they're older than I am. Oh, for God's sakes, you know? Gosh. Then I thought, well, what else? What now? So President Trump met with some Christian right-wing people. That's the people that helped vote him in. I'm not being taken aside with this statement. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. He talked to a lot of ultra-Christians, as I'll put it. And those are the people that are die-hard Trump fans. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Does the judge make a decision? What happens next? I don't know. But I'm glad that they decided to ask a whole lot of questions and document it and things. They were questioning Comey, who was the FBI director guy, why he felt it necessary to document anything that he and President Trump said after their meetings. And he basically, in other words, said that he wasn't sure if he could trust President Trump not to lie. And he also said that he found out he was fired through social media. No. So, God knows what's going to happen. All I can do is keep my little projects going. I'm going to fix the shade thingy tomorrow. And maybe work on some sidewalk. I have pavers and sand and stuff. I'm going to redo the sidewalk in the back to a little concrete circle, and maybe I'll improve that. I don't know, because I have a bag of concrete that's been sitting around. Unless it got wet and it's gotten hard, I can at least sprinkle it on the concrete pad out back, and you'll see, because that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Upward and onward.